Hello, all you shining stars. Welcome to my channel, Shining Star Soup. So I've decided I'm going to do a little bit of update video. I know I haven't been really active on YouTube over the last, year or two, ever since I got out of my subscription box frenzy. I've been less and less into making videos, and I've pretty much gone radio silent, at least for the last 3 months. It's been kind of chaotic in my life. We decided to sell our house. We were living in a trailer park, and I just completely froze there. And basically, we made the decision to move. We were actually thinking about moving for a long time. We were at our place, which was a custom-built home, and for probably, I think it was at least 10 years that we were living in that trailer park. And my husband always thought that we would never be able to sell it, and I had to take a lot of steps to get to the point where we could sell it, but we eventually did put it up on the market. And as we were selling it, we ended up finding a home that we wanted, and then we ended up having to we sold the trailer before we actually took possession of this house, and we had for, I think it was like for 3 weeks, we technically owned 3 properties. We still had the trailer, we were living in an apartment, and we had this house that we were going to be taking possession of. So we were able to get a really good realtor, and we were able to sell our trailer pretty much within a couple of days that it was actually active on the market. We had a really good realtor, like I said, and it went on the market. Somebody, they had an open house. Open house got a lot of traction because we priced it really well, and yeah, it sold with no conditions, no inspection, no nothing. They wanted it. They took it. It was great. Nice little happy ending. But we were kind of in that transition period where we still had the fourth floor apartment. And the apartment on the fourth floor was a lot of steps, up and down, up and down. That was Iggy, one of our 4 cats. So it was a very stressful time for a solid 3 weeks. Yeah. So we had signed a 6-month lease on the apartment, which in order to get out of the 6 months, we would have to pay $1,000 because we were cutting the lease short. But fortunately, the manager ended up finding a lady that wanted to take over our lease. So not only did we not have to pay the grand, which was really nice, but we also got our security deposit back, and because we had paid for the full month, she ended up giving us back more money. So yeah, in the end, everything worked out good. Now the thing is with this house, it had Poly B, and one of the conditions before they would even insure the house was to have all the Poly B replaced. And that ended up being the same condition to get our mortgage. So the first thing we did was, it was expensive, was get all the Poly B replaced. We just had a window replaced. I've been learning the ins and outs of maintaining a hot tub, which the hot tub's really nice. We've used it a few times. I'm finally getting the hang of it. And now we are, the people that left us this place, sold this place, kind of left it in a mess. Like, we're talking, let's just say they didn't do the same for us as we did for the people that bought the trailer. There's been a lot of trash left behind that has to be hauled away. Hornets nests. The people that owned this place before had like 3 dogs, so of course the yard being littered with dog feces, a lot of things that do need to be fixed. So it's definitely not a one and done. It's going to take a good probably couple of years and some money to be able to get this place up to our standards. I don't know if you want to call it standards, but comfortable. The paint that you see behind me is actually my paint job. This was the first room I've ever painted. Before I painted it, it was a beautiful, not really lime green color, kind of neon green. It was really bad. It was blinding, and I watched YouTuber, and I think it's Home Renovations Do It Yourself, and I was able to paint my entire office, and that's what I'm doing now. Still working from home. I won't give any details on what I do exactly until after I'm not doing it anymore, just because I need money. I enjoy working from home, but I do have to say after over 2.5 years of working from home, I'm getting to that point where I'm ready to venture out of the home, to start talking to people again, to have an actual manager and boss I can communicate with, right? You do miss I guess, the office atmosphere kind of thing. Um, some health news about myself is that I do my carpal tunnel. I have really bad carpal tunnel in my right hand. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm thinking eventually I might have to have carpal tunnel surgery. My next step, I've been, wearing hand support and all that fun stuff. And but I might end up having to do that. I got to do a nerve analysis, and another thing is my gallbladder. I had 8 millimeter polypus or whatever you call them on my gallbladder, which was a concern. But I was taking Ozempic for the last 3 months, and that 8 millimeters turned into 11 millimeters. I don't really think it's a coincidence. And now I have an appointment coming up on June with a gallbladder surgeon to see if I'm going to have my gallbladder removed. So I figured I would just do this quick little update for my channel. And thanks to anybody who decided to take the time and watch it. I really appreciate it. And my next video is going to be unboxing the Summer FabFitFun 2023, as to which I got credits and bought a couple of mystery bundles, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up. Have a shining star day, even if I'm not around as often to remind you. Bye, guys.